Welcome to Knights of Roleplay, an adventuring podcast. This is an actual play Dungeons & Dragons podcast. Royalty-free music provided by Kevin MacLeod, Michael Gelfie Studios, Plate Mill Games, and Tabletop Audio. And now, to adventure. Hello listeners, thank you for joining us for this episode of Knights of Roleplay. I'm DM Chris, and we are continuing with Journeys to the Radiant Citadel, the adventure written in blood with DM Greg. Before we get into that, we have a bunch of dice from the Cursed Dice Company who approached us at GraniteCon 2023. And we have there's a prideful bag, pride themed, and then just the regular Cursed Dice bag. So just shout out to Cursed Dice Company. Thank you for giving us these samples and visiting us at the con. And Kate got us a bunch of gifts, which we're going to open now. Open up our bags here.
Start with our cake gifts?
Let's start with the cake gifts, and then we'll go for the mystery bags, because I'm excited.
Yeah, are these Dice Company ones? They're the mystery dice?
They're mystery bags of dice.
Yeah,
Mystery bags
so like
of-
a random assortment.
Mystery bags of dice.
So whatever people pick, we'll have to see what they get.
We're opening up our gifts from
Math
Kate
rocks.
first.
Because shiny math
Now,
rocks
if
makes me so
anybody-
happy.
If anybody doesn't like the colors and wants to go trade these, then obviously that's a choice.
Oh, that's
but,
cool.
yeah.
It's got like a metallic, swirly center.
Yeah,
It's-
giant liquid D20 with sparkly liquid in it.
What? It's purple? Color me surprised!
I tried to give Chris fiery colored ones.
I rolled an 11.
He's got a...
And I got a
I got
fiery-
I rolled a 10. I am perfectly in the middle.
So you got like a
I rolled a
bluish-
15.
Stuck in the
Yeah.
middle with me.
And there's a slightly smaller but still oversized
19, not
20.
bad.
Very fiery.
I just rolled 2 10s in a row.
You rolled 2
I got
11s.
average.
Ooh, this one's cool.
This
2
one's
11s.
green. More relevant for next campaign.
You're slightly above the curve.
Kind of a deep blue with
Bluish.
gold
That's nice.
foil
Yeah.
impregnated.
And Mr. Gregg, since I believe you're possibly doing something to do with
11.
gargoyles, I gave you things that were themed in like gray and silver. So there's
Nice.
gray around the colors in that.
That's
Cool
cool.
little custom bag work. Thank
This
you.
one almost reminds me of Lucky.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't it cool?
Thanks, Kate.
His
Oh,
shadow.
that's
It's
shiny.
purple and it's blingy.
His shadow self. Okay.
Boy.
But it only rolled a 4.
I'm gonna have to try to roll that this
I guess I
evening.
didn't get lucky this morning. Just like I didn't get lucky last night.
Oh,
All right.
7.
So we have six bags of dice from the Dice Company. I'm opening one.
All right, I'm going to open the pride one here.
I am going to be opening the Prideful bag. It includes 1 set, 7 dice of mismatched gaming dice in a rainbow of colors, including 1 glow-in-the-dark dice.
And I'm opening up a set of truly cursed dice. This bag of cursed dice contains 1 set, 7 dice of mismatched gaming dice in random colors and styles, including 1 glow-in-the-dark die.
Yes, and I am as well opening
And
a
a sticker!
cursed
Like the
dice.
Nice.
Yay, stickers!
Okay, let's see what we have here.
Interesting.
All right.
So the D20 is kind of pinkish, but the percentile die is all kind of
Got blue, orange, green, like a bone kind of white.
Wow, the
and red.
D20 dice actually looks like flesh.
Black
That's
and
kind of
purple.
disturbing. Isn't it?
It is called
Work.
Cursed Dice Company
Very
for a reason.
fun.
yes. Greg got the cursed die.
Assuming this is probably
Oh, that
the
is
glow.
fleshy looking.
I have this one too. Yeah.
Oh, she got the D4 to match.
It's kind of
I'm guessing
You got your D4.
These are probably the ones
But I
that
like
glow.
it, though.
Would be my
That's
assumption.
possible. You guys test and see which one is your glowy one.
Right.
I think mine might be my yellow.
I think it's my D4.
So I've got like the clockwork type red one. My orange is kind of a translucent
Doesn't.
orange. Kind of classic yellow. Marble green. A really pretty marble blue. It's actually mostly white.
Nice.
I can't.
A black with purple numbers. And a white. D4. That's really awesome.
Cool,
I can't tell which one goes.
I mean,
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, they probably need
have a bunch of
charging.
dice.
Yes.
In the dark.
With the bone one.
Spotter tonight.
I'm going to take a picture of my set. I don't know about everybody
See
else.
if they hate
Okay.
me less
And then we can
than-
put
But
them
maybe
on.
we can post them.
Yeah.
Shiny thing.
Shiny thing. Clickety clack. Math rocks make me happy.
Okay.
Greg, whenever you are ready to go, you just let us know.
All right. I'm going to just take a quick picture here.
Pictures of dice from the Cursed Dice Company.
Okay. All right. So has everyone looked at their dice? Their lovely dice from the...
I've got a lovely bunch of dice and nuts.
dice and nuts.
Dice and nuts.
Oh, the fleshy dice. That's gonna
Look
be
at
in my
this one.
nightmares.
That's just a nutsy dice.
Oh, that was pretty cool. It's like a steampunkish.
Yeah.
This for me, or-
Yeah.
Is that- okay, thank you. I wasn't clear on whether you needed it or... Thank you.
Okay.
This is just another sticker for the water bottle.
There you go.
I don't know if we want to give, like, Kyle that last set, or we can give it to...
We'll find a use for it.
We have two sets, right?
No.
One.
No, we should have one extra, because
Yeah.
it was for
We will find this cool bag of dice at home. We'll give it to somebody.
give it to us.
Shiny things.
All right. Then let's get into our next session of our encounter here. And you guys did meet last time, Lady Dre, as you were getting ready to figure out where to next. And to ask you guys a question.
Oh, gosh. You're going to ask me a question?
Yes, just a tiny question, but it's important though, so. Is Lady Dre going with you, or are you going with her?
Oh, I want to keep her with us.
Yeah.
I mean, she brought us to the carriage, right?
Yes,
To the
but I don't know. You didn't say whether or not
mean,
you had agreed to travel with her.
Seems like having someone who knows the lay of the land would be good. I mean, I guess... counterpoint, what kind of vibe do we get from her? Like, trustworthy, sketchy? Like, my character has
roll-
like 15 passive insight, so I can...
Okay, so
Much higher than Kate's.
okay, so that's higher than what the check is here.
Yeah.
You think that she's on the up and up, however, maybe her altruism is maybe not necessarily altruistic. That she is
Maybe more for herself.
correct.
So you think she's not being particularly sly and hiding things from us, but you think that she's got her own reasons for doing things.
Yes. And do you want to delve further into that, or are you fine with just knowing the surface of it?
And do you tell us this?
Right. I mean...
Do we know that?
I don't know. Did she tell
Excuse
us?
me while I shake my shiny things.
Trying to think if Calixa would really... She's outwardly very sweet, so it's like...
Outwardly. Only
yes.
outwardly.
Well, she also looks like a creepy half hag, so, you know, there's an edge in there. Let's see.
Well, how about this? If anyone has any questions, make a DC 12 wisdom or insight check.
Okay. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, my passive is still...
Jim is generally too trusting for his own good, so he's perfectly fine with whatever. But she wants to come along.
I don't understand
More for-
why we are wasting so much time when there is clearly a little girl in trouble if she's making these disturbing images. So come with us, come not with us. I do not care. I am getting on the cart.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, Calixa does so as well.
I don't want to go on the cart. No, I'm kidding.
Well, as you guys are getting ready to head out of town, you do notice that there seems to be someone who's coming up from the rears that's approaching the cart.
Who is this approaching my rear?
And
the
do they
person
have sexy intentions?
is obviously very flamboyant looking. So you kind of get the idea that maybe this might be a person of some importance to someone or another.
Okay.
Do you decide to find out more about him?
Well, if he's approaching us,
Yeah.
then he'll probably catch up to us as we're on our way.
I mean, total sidebar, is Aunt Deli still around too, or does she...
No, she's gone.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you're just with
Okay.
Lady Dre as she's kind of getting ready, and stowing her horses and different supplies that are needed for the journey.
Yes.
Lady Dre, do we know who this person is that's coming up?
Well, I reckon that's going to probably be Proclaimer Tungsten Ward. He's somebody that is always looking to find out more about the Lord, because as you know, right now we are in the period where we're doing that proclaiming. So the Awakening song is also going on, and he does a lot with that particular song. That's part of his calling.
You all have said a lot about this proclaiming, and yet no one has said anything about what the proclaiming is.
Well, isn't it obvious? It's listening
Well,
to the
clearly
song.
this is not. Why am I still asking the question?
Well, that, dearie, I don't know, but I think it's plain as day if you can see.
Oh,
What is the song?
We're still at the
there-
festival, is that right?
Yeah.
You're getting ready to leave that area. So,
What's a medieval fair?
the Awakening song, and as you're still discussing this, he approaches the side and kind of speaks to Lady Dre and says, Lady Dre, how nice to see you again. Well, how nice it is to see you, Tungsten Ward. How are you doing?
Recognize you. You either know it is someone or you don't.
Well, I came over because, as you know, the Awakening song, I always try to look and see what God's presence is in this world. And my influence is something that spreads all over this countryside. So,
well then maybe you can answer our question. We're travelers to this area, and we've been curious as to what this Awakening song is that people discuss.
well, as I'm sure you know, since we do know that God exists in this
We would
world.
not know, or we would not be asking.
Let the man speak.
Well, God exists in this world, and it's my job to find out exactly how he manifests himself.
And who is your god again?
Well, God. Who else would that possibly be?
Well, there are many gods.
Well, I just believe in the one true one. And as far as he's concerned, you can see his everything around here. So I don't think I need to say much more than that, do you?
I see the everything of many gods around me.
Do you now? Well, I'm reckon that you would be someone that I would need to have a sidebar to, because obviously you just aren't a believer, like in the true sense, are you?
I think we're here trying to find a missing girl, to remind everyone.
Oh,
Good
yes.
point.
Yes,
Yes.
that is true. Lady Dre did tell me about that situation, and that is actually a part of the Awakening song, being that that poor boy who that terrible situation. But anyway, yes, we do have to kind of get on the road if we're going to go. So why don't we pack up and get ready, because we do have a journey days ahead here. Are you going to come with us, Tungsten Ward?
It would be helpful to learn about character.
Details.
You know, I think I might. I think I might come along just to see. Who knows what mysterious ways God will be with us. So I'm going to join your troop.
Okay, so
More the merrier.
Lady Day, Lady Dre, and the tungsten guy.
Yes.
What vibe do I get from the tungsten guy?
So, Tungsten Ward is what they call a proclaimer. He is small of stature and a soft voice, and their worldly appearance belies the young years. So he's a young, kind of
Like a priest.
Yeah, more or less. He's an acolyte, so he's very, very into God, if you didn't figure that out.
It was hard to tell.
But he also, like I said, he has his hands kind of involved with everything and everyone. People neither trust him nor hate him, so his influence is definitely one where he is involved in everything and everyone.
Okay.
And so...
Body. Gotcha.
Yes, and so he... like I said earlier in his speeching, he is seeking evidence of God's influence in society.
So no
and
sketch vibes.
the motives of... No, he's definitely not anything
church
like
man.
that.
Full of religiosity.
Yes,
So,
he's just... he's religious. to use a word. So...
No, we haven't. And we're probably going to keep that in our hats.
So as he's talking to you, let me go backwards here. Actually, I was supposed to, but that's fine. We kind of talked about that, so I'm just going to move it right along.
Move right on.
So,
As we're loading the wagon, at some point I am going to quietly pull aside. Like she seems like one of the more competent questioning members of the party, and just quietly tell her that I suspect that Lady Dre might have kind of an ulterior or a kind of self-centered motive, just so that we keep an eye on things.
well, I will let you play that out. But before we go, the Proclaimer introduces himself to you and tells you a little bit about himself and his mission to find out God's influence on this world. He also mentions that there are manifestations of God's power, of God's power all around God's breath, which is the name of where you are, and that he's spoken to local people and gotten to know the area a little bit. And if you want to know the larger world, it's kind of like a working people's community. There's lots of faith and there's lots of togetherness. However, the land hasn't been kind to certain people. So
Because they believe in only one true God.
I'm getting a southern state, Southern Baptist vibe. That's definitely...
having grown up a farmer, I could probably recognize the overall state of the land pretty easily.
yes. Okay.
It's kind of poor.
Correct. So, the mentioning that the farm that where Kiana is 12 miles from Promise. So, you're going to Rattle, which is before that. Okay. And as you're on your journey, I will read the following for you. The journey from Promise leads north through the ribbon, where clustered farmhouses dot the dark red ground between stands of scattered woods. Eventually, the roads dwindle to a track. The stand of trees grow denser and the farms fewer and farther between as you near the lands of the land called Rattle. And does anyone want to take a look around as you're journeying at the state of the environment?
I definitely want to see what this one true God has done for their land. Yes,
I mean,
rolling my eyes.
It's all new to
Okay, so you can give me a either intelligence or nature check. DC 14.
I'd like to attempt that nature check.
Sir, who is your God? Not that you've shared it with the characters, but who do you worship? Oh, Ion, that's right.
Yeah, she's Ion.
Yeah, that's
And
gonna
then my
be nothing. I got
part hag cleric is she worships a fey god.
I got a 3.
Yeah, you ain't gonna have nothing.
I am a little out of sorts right now.
Was it nature?
Don't have a good
Try it.
feel of the
Nature.
Intelligence
Yeah.
or nature, but nature is an intelligence-based check. So is
Yes.
it nature or something else,
No,
or
it's-
just nature?
Just nature.
Okay.
Just nature.
Let's
Or
do
you-
nature.
like-
Why not? Let's try it.
So I take it the green ones are what you're looking
I got
for.
7.
Nope, that's a 6.
What?
The green
6.
things that when they're green is what they're looking for in terms of the actual check. Is that correct?
Well, I don't know what you're referring to, Greg.
Generally, it'll say with a check of blah plus.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll usually have a skill next to it.
Okay.
So just call out the skill. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All
I
right.
can't believe I rolled a
Did
1.
anyone make that?
I just
Freaking farmer rolled a 1.
I rolled a 10.
Okay.
I got 7.
Okay,
I rolled
so you
a
didn't.
6.
But
So we didn't make it.
Most likely, no. But you never know.
Shit.
so Lady
I ain't
Dre.
found shit.
Lady Dre starts talking and says, "This area, it's kind of sad actually because everywhere you look, things just don't look like they're grown right, and it just looks really just very dark and very dry and very just blighted all around here. I don't know what's going on
Right.
and why it's happening, but."
What is the name of this one true God, she says, with quotation marks in the air, that these people are praying to?
Well, I would have to say it's just God. I don't know of a name.
We may be in an
Different
area
culture.
that does not have.
It could be a
multiple
different
deities.
place. There's no pantheon of different gods.
But let me get back to you on that because I just know God. I don't know.
Was this land always corrupt like this, or is this a recent change?
It's normal to me.
Well, it's been kind of like that for a while. It's just the area itself. It just doesn't have a whole lot of stuff running for it. It's very, as you can see, and she draws her hand around as you guys are looking at it, and you kind of see just the withered crops
I
and
believe
dry.
what she's trying to ask is, was there a time where it was fertile and green and lush?
Not that I can remember.
Not that you recall.
Not that I can remember. It's just been this
And
way.
of how many years are you?
I would probably say a good 5 or 6 years, probably.
You're only 5 or 6 years old.
No, 5 or 6 years I've been around these parts.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm not 5 or 6. Do I look like a woman of 5 or 6?
I mean, I could flatter you and say so, yes, but...
I've heard of Stranger Things.
Well, surely you make me blush.
Good job.
I really just don't even know.
Well, I said I could, but...
With your training, can you tell anything about whether there's an evil influence causing something like this?
I could certainly try. I think.
Okay.
I mean,
So,
it's just your divine sense, right?
The proclaimer also adds agriculture in this area has been deteriorating, and we don't know why, but that's happened over the course of years. This is the worst that we've ever seen it.
So there was a period of time when things were good here?
Yes, when they were better, but ever since
Okay.
that time, I don't know what happened. It's just been terrible. And
Does this awakening have anything to do with trying to rejuvenate the crops?
no, the awakening is more like just testifying to God's presence here and His wonderful works with all of us people here.
Basically, the annual celebration.
There's no precedence for the song. I just add verses to it with things that I see. That's just my job.
I see.
Is there any correlation between the accident with the little boy and when things started to decline?
Greg is checking.
I'm sorry.
I said, is there any correlation between the unfortunate incident with the little boy drowning and when things started to decline? Were they linked?
No, I don't think so. I
Doesn't
just
sound like it. Sounds like
I think
You don't remember a time when it was fertile, but it was fertile at one time.
Yeah, probably way beyond me. But like people now just go to Rattle, and Rattle is a very dangerous area. So, when we get there, you just all need to be on guard because, that's just why people are moving past this place.
They're celebrating God's work, and what exactly? I'm not seeing much to celebrate yet. What exactly is it that they are testifying to what they've seen of God's work?
Yeah.
Just the fact that we are alive and we living, and
They're just celebrating being alive,
and just how things are. Look at everything that we have, even though some of the places are very dry.
I'm looking around, being very puzzled. Fiora.
So, Fiora, I think I understand where some of your hesitancy has come from. However, I think at the moment we need to be more focused on saving this little girl.
But we are traveling nonetheless, are we not?
Yes. Questions of deities, probably.
I'm not questioning the deity at the moment. I am questioning their motives. We are traveling nonetheless. I seek knowledge. That is my purpose. I want to know what it is that drives this town to celebrate this mystery god of theirs that seems to not be giving much bounty back to them at the moment. And perhaps this has something to do with whatever's going on with this little girl. You must excuse me if I am a woman of purpose.
Okay, so you're getting closer and closer to
Sorry, I'm not
Rattle.
used to playing such a snob.
As we get
I'm trying to stop.
Alexa's going to kind of quietly put a hand on Fiora's shoulder and say, here, this is a gift from my god so that you can be more prepared should we need to defend ourselves, and you'll have an advantage on your next initiative roll.
When
Okay.
does that last?
Until she makes the initiative roll or I use it again.
Okay.
Yep.
as you guys are slowly going through the countryside.
I do want to try to use my divine sense while we're out here again.
Okay, and as you notice, the farms are getting better looking and more healthier, and this is coming past Ribbon, which is that.
But if she used it in the ribbon, like, did she see if it was, like, desecrated?
Do you want me to read that for you again?
Yes.
Okay, so divine sense is as an action. I can detect good and evil until the end of my next turn. Can sense anything affected by the hollow spell, or know the location of any celestial, fiend, undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover.
As far as you can tell, you think that it might be the product of a natural cycle that has gone through the area, producing, say, times of drought. And so this particular area has been in a long-term drought. And so because of that long-term drought, just farming there is very difficult. Because there's not enough water.
So there's no trace
Would
of
be
So the
easier
divine
to
sense
have
doesn't
like
pick up any
No.
kind of
No
like
evil.
No,
Yeah.
there's nothing like that. It's just nature itself.
Okay, Greg. Charlie is going to. So you're a barbarian and you're
Cleric.
A cleric. Okay. So Charlie is going to say, "I will help you for the coming battle as well," and she will put her hand on you, and she will use precognition.
Okay.
Which
No one's helping you, Jim.
Jim don't need no help.
Well, barbarians have advantage anyway, right?
my barbarian had advantage on
Yeah, I thought that was a
initiative
standard
checks, but I don't know if that's a
thing,
standard thing or
yeah.
not.
I don't think it's a standard thing. I don't think I have it.
But
Or
I'm
just
experimenting
later.
with this new class with the talent, and I could do it on both of you, but it would be at greater risk. So I'm just dipping my toe in the water of this mechanic they have called strain.
Just jump in! I'm sorry.
Don't look.
I'm not usually... I'm not meant to be a paladin.
Okay, so I'm using precognition. Charlie's using precognition
Yeah.
on you.
A little bit of
which
friction with your
will give you a D6 to your initiative rolls.
Oh, good.
We're
How long?
not going to be buddies in this campaign.
So this, actually, no, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it on both of you. I want to see how this works.
Ooh, live dangerous.
Ooh, did I just goat him?
you did.
You did.
I did. I just
This,
goated him.
well, the one thing I didn't realize is that this lasts for 8 hours.
Is it concentration?
No, it's just
I like how you just became a DM in front of our eyes. He's in concentration.
Are you sure it's that good, Chris? I don't know if it's that good,
Is it
Chris.
concentration?
Okay, so I use precognition on Calixa and Jim the Barbarian. So you get a D6 to your initiative rolls, and you can't be surprised for the next 8 hours.
Nice.
Nice.
And this is a second order power, and I'm increasing the order by 1, so I have to roll to see strain.
If you blow up your brain.
Kind of, yeah. That's not good.
You blow it up your
Level of
brain.
exhaustion.
Didn't you?
No, so I took so I had to roll basically a 4 for it to not cause any strain,
I've taken psychic
And
damage.
you rolled a 1.
and I rolled a 1.
Oh, no.
So I take strain equal to the order of the power, which I was doing it as a third order power, so I got to take 3 strain.
Ouch.
And I have a strain chart here that has body strain, mind strain, and soul strain. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 8 categories on each of those 3. So there's 24 boxes here.
Okay.
And as I gain strain, I have to check off these boxes.
Okay.
And I can check off whichever one I want.
Okay.
So I have to basically, because I rolled less than the order of the power, I have to take strain equal to the order of the power, which was 3. So I got to take 3. I got to check off 3 of these boxes here.
Okay.
And so this is something which I'll just give you a couple of examples, but like body strain, first box is disadvantage on strength and dexterity checks. Mind strain, the first box is can't take the dash, disengage, or dodge action. Soul strain in the first box is disadvantage on wisdom and charisma checks.
Okay.
And then like the second,
Pretty brutal.
the second, fourth, sixth, and eighth blocks on all 3 of these categories have no effect at all.
Okay.
So it's like the first one you take some kind of an effect. The second box is
just
there's
like
nothing.
a filler, and then the third.
The
though.
third, fifth, and the seventh have other effects. So
Okay.
so these are all cumulative effects
Right.
because the talent doesn't use spell slots. They're basically not using any sort of a resource.
Okay.
So to balance that out, you have a risk of getting strain. If I had rolled a 4, I would have took no strain at all. If I had rolled a 3, I would have taken 1 strain. If I rolled less than 3, which was the order of the power as I was manifesting it, I take it equal to the order of the power that I
Now,
was
do you have
manifesting.
to take all mind strain in this case, or can you like divvy it up?
I
so
can
that-
choose anything that I want.
Okay.
So I can go like first box on body and then second box on body, which is no effect.
Okay.
And then either the first box on mind or soul, or
Right.
the third box in body.
Okay.
But you have
Is
to start from
there
the low and go high.
Anything that
Correct.
restores those other than a long rest?
So
like
what
if
do
someone
I
uses
have to
lesser
deal
or
with?
greater
Nothing.
restoration.
Absolutely nothing. You have absolutely nothing to do
People
with.
clear that with like a spell.
So the
or-
way that you remove strain is if you take a long rest, you get rid of all your strain.
Okay, good.
Other than that, on a short rest, you can spend hit dice.
Okay.
Interesting.
And every 1 hit die you spend, you don't get to roll it. You just, the hit die
use
is
it to clear
gone.
something.
You clear 1 box of
So
strain.
there's no other magical rejuvenation that your allies can do.
No,
like,
no. So one of the things that I was reading on the forum, on the MCDM forum, was that if you have a cleric who can heal you during the short rests,
Yeah.
that's better than you having to choose between having to get rid of your strain or heal with your hit dice.
Sure.
So I'm
Well,
saying,
or if you're a
Sanity
class
there.
that gets perks like Second Wind and stuff like
yeah,
that.
yeah. And I mentioned that to my wife who's playing a cleric. so you know. So basically, Greg, I'm going to decide what strain I'm going to take.
Okay.
And I will apply it to everything that I do going forward.
Okay.
And you're just going to have to trust him.
Okay. That's
But-
fine.
So Calixa, the cleric, and Jim the Barbarian have an extra D6 on your initiative rolls.
Oh, you did give it to me?
I did. I
Okay.
did. Yeah, that's why I was a third order power and not a second order power.
Okay.
So I took an extra train because of you, jerk. You get an extra D6 on initiative, and you can't be surprised for the next 8 hours.
Okay.
So yeah, so I mean, like I think this whole class is really neat the way they built it.
It's definitely different.
It's really not powerful. Like, it doesn't do a lot of spike damage. It doesn't do a lot of damage in a big
Yeah,
area.
it's
It's
neat.
it's basically a utility class,
It's fun.
and it doesn't use resources, so they have the strain mechanic there as,
I think
you know.
I can see why that's something you would enjoy, and then the flavor of it is just really cool too. Yeah.
Yeah, and I have a maximum strain right now, which is
Charlie.
so my strain maximum is 7, and if I'm about to take strain, if I'm about to go over, if I'm manifesting a power of 2nd order or higher, and I'm about to go over my maximum strain, I can either manifest the power and then immediately die, or I can not manifest the power and drop to 0 hit points and go unconscious.
Okay.
So is that 7 total, or is that 7
Se-
on a hit?
That is 7 total strain, like 7.
In any one category.
It's
total.
cumulative. It's total.
Okay.
Any 7 boxes are checked.
That's tricky.
Then if I have to check an 8 box, then the
So
character's
you
going to die.
you just took 3. So unless we rest, you're starting to be in short supply.
Well, right, but I have
Yeah.
a whole bunch of 1st order powers, which you don't have to make a manifestation
Okay,
test
okay,
for.
that's good then. All right, that's kind of like cantrips.
Basically, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
1st order powers, you don't have to
Sure.
make a manifestation
Makes
test.
sense.
So you see, Rattle is a lot healthier than what you had noticed going through Ribbon. However, even though the farms look healthier, they still look kind of not very hopeful or at all.
Okay.
They're a bit run down still, even so. But, you know, the crops themselves do look nice and full and, you know, much more healthier.
Okay.
However, you hear some noises coming from a field nearby to where you are. And there's a bunch of excited yipping and, you know, kind of like shouting and growls that you can hear.
Like people shouting?
People shouting,
Okay.
a person shouting, I should say, and growls
a
coming
person
from a
shouting.
field.
Can I roll to see if I recognize the kobolds?
You're not cool.
Okay. He said yipping.
Can I roll to see if I
okay.
recognize the kobolds?
You're not sure where the source is coming from. However, you do notice that there's these tall crops are moving kind of randomly, and things are swiftly going from there towards the road.
So there's movement in the crops, you said?
Yes, there's
Okay.
movement in the crops, and you hear growls and yipping going on.
Or do we hear a person in distress? Or is it just the growls?
I don't know.
Okay. I thought there was a person's voice screaming. I thought is what you said.
I said there are growls and exciting yipping.
Okay.
Growls and screaming.
Got it.
This is not exciting.
So you can choose to see if you can determine what's going on.
I'm definitely on alert. So what? So yeah. I mean,
You can roll a perception check.
standard perception check. Well, let's try the big blue and gold dice. 14.
Okay, so that bests a DC 12. You see that there are 2 different groups that are moving through the field, but it looks like one group is chasing the other. But you can't see what's going on because the crops are so tall, so it's blocking your view.
Burn them down.
Light the crops on fire.
I
Are
totally
you
do
choosing?
that.
I choose violence.
What are you choosing to do?
On one hand, they're not an immediate threat to the cart. However, Jim's a do-gooder. He's going to run out there and see what's going on.
Okay.
So yeah, it's like, I'm going to check it out. And Jim jumps the cart and
Do you
goes out
go into the crops?
head first.
Okay.
At first,
Just so you
you're
know,
gonna do a swan dive
when you
into the
enter
dirt.
when you enter where the field is, excuse me, your field of visuality is reduced by 10 feet.
Okay,
Television.
Okay.
Okay.
Gotcha.
so I can't
By
see well.
10 feet or to 10 feet?
It's reduced by 10 feet. Reduced to 10 feet.
10 feet. Okay,
Thank
because
you.
I don't know my actual field of range that is normally, but okay.
Okay.
Reduce to 10 feet. Okay, well, then I am definitely going to be listening for the first group that is being chased.
You could do a survival check.
Survival. Good. I am proficient in that too.
How far away is Jim from the cart at this point?
I would say he's probably maybe 5 or 6 feet.
Okay, so the crops are right there.
I'm trying to think of where you are. So you're coming around a bend, you see it, but the field is vast, so he's moving away from you.
I'm calling out this way, and I got rolled a 15, by the way, on my survival.
Okay, so you feel that you can see where they were, so you're just going to follow that trail.
Okay.
This way, come on!
Let me hear where he went. Okay, I'll follow.
So this is something which is in the crops,
Yes,
off the cart.
correct.
Okay, so I guess I'll get off the cart and follow along with the rest of the group.
Okay, and once they catch up, I follow the trail.
Is
Okay.
Fiora coming?
Yeah, I'll go.
Okay, so you're rummaging through this, and your character's name?
Jim.
Jeez. So
Timestamp.
We're not used to you having such a normal name.
So-
We're like, what is it, like Hellabalookabaloo?
So
Sample
you're
platter?
following Jim as he's winding his way
Jim the Barbarian.
through this trail until he gets to a clearing.
He called me Jim.
And in this clearing, you can see an old farmer who is running away from these very huge, what I would say, horse-sized coyotes.
Wow.
Horse size. Would you rather fight 100 duck size or coyote size horses or a one horse size coyote? Anyway,
So he's about 30 feet. He's about running for his life, 30 feet ahead of these horse-sized coyotes as they are pursuing him.
and
Calixto's
I'm
gonna
charging in.
say,
I pull out
wow,
my great axe.
I'm already
those
charging in.
are
I pull out a ball of fire.
some big,
Okay.
big doggies, and
Pull out my
she,
great axe
she's
and ready some burning hands.
she's gonna whistle. Now, Greg, Calixto does have animal handling, so she's a little kooky enough that she might try to see if she can
Okay.
tame
Oh
the
my
big
god,
fuzzy doggies.
seriously?
Are they? Well, that would depend on whether or not they're classified as animals or aberrations or demons or something.
They're coyotes.
Oh, okay.
Coyotes.
Well, Calixto whistles. She's trying to get their attention and see if she can tame the big fuzzy doggies.
All right, so basically they come out and then they pounce on the old man.
I watch
Oh
you.
no!
I'm definitely charging in.
All right, so
I'm gonna-
roll your initiative.
Okay, which I have a D6 on.
All right.
All right, initiative.
I get advantage on that, right?
You do. Okay.
I remember.
Oh,
I
I
get a
see
D6.
you.
And the two of you get a D6 on the initiative.
Let's roll my new
Good thing,
fabulous
too.
orange dice that I got. All right, come on, big money.
All right, and I'm rolling for these things.
Okay, it's respectable.
Oh, okay. That's kind of crappy.
That's not great though. Sad face.
Do I roll 3 different
You
ones?
can look at it as long as you want. It still rolls
Usually
with
for one like type of monster, you
My
would just
brain
roll
always short
once for all of
circuits on
them.
the 6
Okay.
versus 9.
Okay, so when you're done, tell me your initiative.
Let us know how you'd like us to tell you.
Okay, what order?
I usually just go around the table.
Yep, go from me outward. So, Sarah,
Outward or roundward?
aroundward.
Okay.
But it's outward from me.
Be specific. Be specific.
All right, outward and left side from me.
I got a 15 from Fiora.
Okay, so 15. Na-na-na-na-na. Okay.
All right.
And Calixa?
Calixto got an 11.
Ooh,
11.
11.
11.
And just Jim.
Jim's charging in with a 13.
And Charlie.
Charlie also got a 15.
Okay.
What is your dex mod, Paladin?
0.
I go before the
Because
paladin.
I'm a damn paladin.
So how does that work? Do I add 2 or something?
I don't know how you do it in D&D Beyond. I don't know. You guys, have you run encounters in D&D Beyond?
What do I do in the case that there's a tie?
It should automatically calculate it, I think.
Oh, okay. So just hit start and it'll
Yeah,
do it.
it'll just give you
Okay, Charlie's
an order.
first.
Yep.
Nice.
Because D&D Beyond is pulling from our character sheets, so it should know who has the higher dex.
Okay, which it does. Charlie's first. Charlie.
I'm totally first?
Yep.
Okay.
We are not
How many-
sponsored
how many
by
did you
Wizards
say
of the
there were?
Coast.
There's
But we
3.
could be.
3.
3.
3 horse-sized coyotes.
And one of them has just tackled a farmer.
yes, they're actually pretty much all kind
I
of.
thought you said that they were 30 feet behind him.
They catched up as you were talking.
They catch.
Oh.
Okay, so they caught up to him. Okay.
I missed that part.
Oh, I like that. Lady Dre and what's his face? Okay.
Okay. Let's see. Do I want to risk getting more strain? So I took 3 levels of mind strain.
Well, actually, Lady Dre and whatchamacallit are dealing with the farmer because they turn away from him and now they see gems. So
Okay.
since he was going for them.
So 2 of them have turned to look at me, but the third one is still in the farmer. So did I hear that?
No, they're pulling the farmer is being pulled away by Lady Dre. And
Okay,
the
so
other guy.
farmer's out of the fight.
Yes.
Okay,
He's
that
bloody.
changes my first action. So okay.
Okay. I'm gonna risk some more strain. I'm gonna use a second order power called Ignite on one of the coyote things.
Okay.
So you ignite a searing fire on a creature you can see within range, which must make a dexterity saving throw. So the DC dexterity saving throw on one of those, Greg, we'll call it Coyote A.
Okay.
It is DC 13 dexterity.
Okay. I rolled a 14.
A 14. Okay. So on a failure, on a success, it takes half as much damage and doesn't catch on fire. Okay. So I'm gonna roll damage. It's gonna take half of this. 7, so 3 fire.
But really 3.
But
3 fire, and it doesn't catch fire. And I should have made my manifestation test before I did all that. Keep rolling once. Okay, so I take 2 more strain.
Oh, God.
So it's 3 damage to.
It's 3 fire damage to
Okay.
Coyote A.
Okay. Got it.
So
Yeah.
so I'm going down the mind strain. I can't take dash, disengage, or dodge. I lose all proficiency in all skills,
DDD.
and now I have a -5 penalty to AC.
Oh, God.
Oh no.
You're not in.
Little chickie not looking too good.
Viewers,
She's
the
concentrating and
smile
is
on
like-
my face is growing by the minute.
Some blood starting to trickle out of her nose. She's straining. That is turn.
Okay.
But she is specifically not getting into the melee. Just so you know.
What did she do to it?
She just used her mind to basically cause it to catch.
Try
Cause
to
it.
ignite it.
I tried to make it catch on fire,
Okay.
and it took fire damage, but it did not actually ignite because it made its saving throw.
Fiora. You're up.
The first thing I'm going to do is look over at Charlie and go, "You all right?" And then I'm going to head towards the one that just tried to catch on fire.
Okay.
I don't know how far away I am from it.
All right, D4. Switching D4s.
First before.
Can you draw like a little thingy there?
Do you want to give us some minis, Greg, and we can actually do minis and stuff for the first time in 5 months?
I'll fetch some minis.
Oh, where's the minis?
The minis are in the
They're
box.
in the box and
Oh,
in that thing.
What's in a box?
Minis in the
Minis in a box.
Minis.
How many coyotes are there, Greg?
There are 3 biggins.
3.
Oh, can I be the
minis.
big blue chick? Okay.
Yeah, we got
Oh, those
Matisse-
look like really
Matisse's
mean
mini.
coyotes.
Oh, those are sizable.
And a coyote pig.
Ratchet, so make it be Ratchet. Let it be Ratchet.
Sure, fine.
You just want to put Ratchet on the field.
Every chance I get.
Oh my god. Nobody's a halfling.
I guess Lady Dre can be Matisse.
Well, no, she took Matisse.
Oh, you took
calendar.
Matisse?
In the fire?
They're off to the side with another person.
John is getting us minis.
I can be a different paladin.
No, go ahead. You be Matisse and then put Rael there. You don't
Yeah,
know
there we
sex,
go.
so it's fine.
I'm just.
Did you say we're in a clearing, Greg?
Put Strahd
You're
into
inside
the
a
Legion.
field.
Like a cornfield.
There's a little blank space
Okay.
in the middle of the field that you can see everything.
Do you have any kind of draw a perimeter, or do you just want to use the minis but also keep it slightly theater of the mind?
For some reason, we
Yes.
have too many rogue minis. I
Just
wonder
use one of
why.
the rogues as a paladin. Use my Sapphire 2.0 as... She has long blonde hair.
Oh,
All right, so I'm going to mark the one that took fire damage.
As Monster A.
Oops, that's not the right one.
okay, so.
She can be Fiora.
Yeah.
How about that? She
Was
looks
that?
like a paladin, right?
Yeah, that's I think Jess's old character.
This one is
Wait, I can't
Sapphire
s-
2.0.
Oh, is it? Okay, I can't see.
Here's a ray. Here's an MFS for our.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just keep it somewhere in the back.
That's your final barbarian's girlfriend, babe.
Oh, from Ravenlaw.
Yeah.
I forgot about that one. Darius, I didn't
That's
feel
Darius's chick.
like he did a whole lot in that
Aw, he
campaign.
was great.
He did her.
Yeah.
Hey-oh.
Oh wow, that overdrove.
Not in story, but there was something happening behind the scenes there.
So, are there any NPCs in the fight?
No.
Okay.
The
So
Lady
it's
Dre
me,
and the other one took the
Cleric.
farmer.
bloody farmer away.
Okay,
So
so-
they're out of the fight.
This is the field.
Okay.
So Fiora is up.
Okay, so is this accurate as to how far
Is
we are?
this okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
We're over 30 feet away.
Just close in a little bit.
A little bit.
Charlie is obviously the farthest away because she didn't choose to go
She's
in.
in rough shape.
Yeah. She's experiencing a lot of strain.
Okay, so I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, hey, puppet.
And he snarls at you and tries
He
to
can snarl
get you.
all he wants.
He's gonna bite you.
What a good little puppy. And I am gonna swing with my great axe.
Ooh.
Just like that.
Okay. He's gonna take it probably.
AC 14.
AC what?
14.
That will hit.
Yay! I'm not used to rolling D12s. That's a bad D12. Bad D12. Bad D12. For 5.
Oh, okay. 5 damage. Okay.
Alright. And that was a two-handed swing, so that would be...
Great axes aren't versatile anyway.
Yep. That would be the end.
Okay.
Yep.
Just Jim. What is Just Jim gonna do?
Just Jim is also going to run in an axe hitter question. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And Jim is going to rage. Rage. Excuse me.
But first he's gonna cough.
Yeah. How dare you do that to the front, to the...
I really got to smoking, man.
Got to get all this phlegms out.
All right.
That's what happens when you're bad country living.
It's all that meat smoking.
Okay, and when I rage...
Ew.
I share your excitement, Kate. We're sitting around the table with minis playing D&D. Yay, it's been over 5 months.
use a rage, and when I rage,
Oh yeah, it has
I
to.
wild
use a
surge,
rage, and when I rage against the dying of the light.
which is a D8.
Oh, he does random stuff.
Of course I do. I'm me.
He's John. He can't create a
There
regular
has to
character.
be chaos involved. There must be.
Interesting. Don't know if it's immediately helpful, but as I charge in, I draw my great axe, and my great axe suddenly starts to glow with a white light.
Wow.
Magic infuses one weapon of your choice that you are holding. Until the rage ends, the weapon's damage type changes to force, and it gains the light and thrown properties with a normal range of 20 feet and a long range of 60 feet. If the weapon leaves your hand, the weapon returns to your hand at the end of the current turn.
Interesting.
Nice.
So,
Basically, you got yourself a Thor's hammer there.
I do,
That's
yes.
pretty
so did you hit it or?
No, that's just what happened when I activated my rage.
I see.
So now, let's see.
It's an axe or hammer.
It is an axe.
Now you're going to axe it a question.
I am going to axe it a question.
What if it does want to answer your axe question?
That depends on what happens next.
And let's see. I'm gonna have to look up what light does, but in the meantime, I hit AC. Oh, sorry. I've already rolled and I forgot to declare penalty, so it is AC 17
That will hit.
for 13 damage.
Nice.
Okay.
Whack.
That's some healthy
I have
damage.
to remember my great weapon master.
Okay, that one is bloody.
It is bloody.
Cool.
Okay, so. And that is turn.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I forgot to add my +2 for the rage, so 2 more damage to that.
Okay. Please remember to add all your damage, because I'm not going to keep track of it.
No, and you shouldn't have to, but I'm not used to barbarianing.
Okay. And is that you, Jim?
That's Jim. Jim's down.
All right, Calaxa, what are you going to do?
So let's see here. She is going to. What's the range of that? I'm just checking. 60 feet. Okay. She's going to say bad doggies, and she's going to cast spiritual weapon.
Bad doggies.
And she's going to move up a little closer.
Oh, that's blurry. That's blurry.
Is that within 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 30 feet around me. So, spiritual weapon. Go for the one that's already bloody. So, as a bonus action, that's a cast spell, and she gets to make one attack with it.
Okay.
So, she's going to swing on the one that's already bloody. Let's see if these dice want to play nice. To use my spell attack. Okay. AC 17 to hit.
That will hit.
Minimal damage, but for what does it do for damage? 1d8. What's the damage type? Force damage. Okay, so it's going to take 4 force damage from me.
Okay.
And then as her action, she is going to kind of turn to Charlie and say, stay behind me, and
Can I
everyone else stay close. And she's going to cast, she's going to use her her channel divinity.
Okay.
So her channel divinity is going to be Twilight Sanctuary. So as an action, she presents her holy symbol, and a sphere of twilight emanates from her. It is centered on me and has a 30-foot radius, and it's filled with dim light. The sphere moves with me, and it lasts for 1 minute, or unless I'm incapacitated. Whenever a creature, including myself, ends its turn in the sphere, then I can grant one of these benefits: 1d6 plus 3 temporary hit points, or I can end an effect on it, causing it to be charmed or frightened. So I'm going to do that. So the sphere of twilight is now around me, encompassing my entire party.
Okay.
And I am going to end the turn giving myself 1d6 plus 3 temporary hit points.
Okay.
Do you want me to take the average of that so that I'm not rolling a 1d6 every time? Because we could just do 4 plus 3 and say it's 7 temporary hit points every time if that's easier for you if someone uses
That's fine.
that ability. So, okay. So I get 7 temp.
more chaos. Roll
Yeah.
it.
All right, so 7
The less I have to
temporary.
keep track of in my head.
I mean, it's me rolling the dice whenever my allies take a
yeah.
turn, so it's probably easier just to
Because
say
I'm not
it's
doing
7.
terrible. I'm keeping track of things.
Okay.
Yeah, and players should be keeping track of their own temporary hit points anyway.
And Calaxa, is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Okay, so you notice that Coyote A is moving off.
It's retreating.
Yes.
I get
Gets
a swing at
opportunity
it.
from 2 people. Yeah.
So do I.
Might as well.
Because it's moving from our range, right?
Maybe if you take down one of the
They get
pack,
opportunity
it'll-
attacks if it tries to
could-
retreat.
Yeah.
Unless it's fully disengaging.
It's disengaging.
If it's disengaging, then we don't go.
Oh, okay.
All right. So how far does it move?
How do I know if I look at it?
What's its movement speed?
Okay.
And is it dashing off?
Well, if it's
Well, it
disengaging, it can't dash.
Yeah.
You can also DM roulette that it just disappears off into the.
Yeah, it just runs off.
it's
like
it's
it's
just
a
gone.
hasty retreat.
Well, I guess we also only have 10 feet of vision. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Good point, Sarah.
Oh,
50?
no, we're in a clearing.
Oh, are we?
We came out into a clearing.
Yeah.
When we saw this.
You saw them in the thing, and then you chased him into the tall plants, and then you eventually got to a clearing where you saw.
I missed that part. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Well, he ducked back into
I'm
the
a
tall
bit of a
plants. We
squirrel.
lost
But
him.
this coyote went into the tall brush and is gone.
Right
Yeah.
on.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
man,
he
I'm
moves at
sad
50
They all run
feet.
away and I burn
So-
my shield.
All right, so he's out of the
Knock down,
fight.
drag out.
The B1, who's next, is going to go.
Be aggressive.
B.
B-E aggressive.
Let's see. He goes 50 feet, so he's going to go up to that one standing there.
Aggressive.
So what now?
Where's he going?
He's going to go to. Yeah.
Jim?
Up to Jim.
Jim.
Chomp, chomp, chewy chomp.
Okay.
You want to bite his bum? Please bite Jim's bum. He's like, I don't want the boar. I want the wolf. No boars, wolves, boars, wolves.
Let's see here. Oh boy. Let's see. All right, so he's gonna attack with
Bite, claws, something like that?
bite. Attack 6, AC 6.
He gets AC. Oh, that's a miss.
Okay. And let's see here. So I think does that one attack? Yeah. All right. So C also closes in.
Are you using flanking rolls?
Yeah, why not?
Flank me.
Flank me, baby.
All night long.
Flank me all night long.
So it's with advantage, Greg.
Oh, okay. I need to roll. Then that is much better. So AC 14.
That's a hit.
Okay, and let's see.
Just tell him it's 25 points of damage.
All right, so it's a DC
And you're
10.
dead.
Just roll the dice and say it's 30 points of damage.
I have to find a DC 10 first.
A DC 10?
Yeah. That's
A
the hit,
DC
though.
10?
A DC 10? You mean a 10 sided die?
You need a D10?
A D10.
Too many D's.
That's all,
Okay.
folks.
That's been a long running problem with D&D. Just too many D's.
All right, so
That's
he
why
attacks
it's
you for
D&D
5.
D&D and D&D.
5 damage?
Yes.
D&D.
But really too.
Okay.
Really,
And
too?
we D&D and D&D. A D&D, a D&D. I'm in a good mood today, I'm sorry.
Wow.
Are you still drunk?
No, I'm not still drunk. I just had a really good night.
Of being drunk.
So is Charlie goes back round 2.
Up round 2? Okay.
Of being drunk and meeting good people.
John, did
Cute boys.
you hit any of those?
No, the one I hit, tuck tail.
Okay. Charlie will throw a ball of fire at C.
Charlie rolls in with a burning ball of fire.
AC 23.
That will hit.
for 5 fire damage on Coyote C.
Ouch!
Wily Sea Coyote.
Wily Sea Coyote. Super Bernie.
That was our first order. Actually, that wasn't even our first order, but I don't think any strain. So now I'm going to go probably get a baby. So pass turn.
Okay. You get 7 temporary hit points.
I get 7 temporary ones.
Fiora.
Fiora.
What are you going to do?
Yes, as well, because you ended your turn.
Fiora's going to go 5, 10, 15,
Oh,
20.
have advantage. Ooh.
And come catch this
Yeah,
coyote
catch
by
its
the tail.
So Paladin's going to get some tail. Okay.
Well,
Ooh.
Duh.
That's what paladins
Paladin's got to
do.
get tail somehow. So I'm going to roll with advantage.
Come and get it.
And come on down with my accident or question for AC 17.
That will hit.
I believe that will hit. For 9, 10, 11, 12.
12.
Yep.
Ouch. That was a hit.
Axes hurt, man.
I guess so.
Yeah, D12s when they roll good. Yeah, as you know, you've played characters with great weapons before. It's fun.
Baby wait till
And I think I would also like to add a smite onto that
Oh.
for an extra 2d8s.
Okay.
Free hugs. Paladins are fun.
You
So I'm
don't
gonna
say.
expend a spell slot to add a smite onto that.
Okay.
Spike damage, FTW.
Oh, that wasn't a very good smite, but it'll add another 3, so that'll
Okay.
make it 15.
Okay. Thank you. He still takes it and he's still up.
All right,
Let's see.
and that'll be
You
my
are
turn.
just outside the sphere of twilight. Just you may not need the temporary hit points anyway.
All right. So you're
On the one to the flank.
pass
It's
your
all good.
turn. Okay. How does
I think-
does it automatically pass turn?
Hey John,
You just hit next turn.
You just hit next turn.
rules as written flanking is like on the bigger creatures. It's
Hit next.
like
But wouldn't
either
that go to
turn
round
either
three?
Yeah,
way.
it's side
No,
to
it'll
side.
hit the next
This one,
person in
yeah.
flank.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought that. Oh,
Just
got
checking to
it.
make sure that I was
I
not.
thought it was round 3.
thought I remembered.
I'm like, no, I don't want to go to round 3.
Oh,
And then when you hit next at the end of the line, it'll go up and
I
change it to
do.
round 3.
Okay, all right. All right, Jim, what are you going to do?
Oh, it's my turn?
Chunka chunka face.
I thought you went.
we now have a
Oh, you
You
never
now have
mind.
a chunk face.
we have a
at the table.
5-month-old Sebastian hanging out at the table. Hi, dude.
He's like, I
Alrighty.
don't know what to make of that dude. He's got a funny face, though.
Yeah, he might. He'd probably hold on to that. Probably drop it. But
big one.
that's okay.
All right. What I am going to do then is. Yep, great weapon master. Okay, so I am going to put the axe to sea.
Like, I can't even see him. He's just
You're gonna do some
he's just a
ecstasy?
dark spot.
Axe to sea.
Wow.
Woohoo!
I am going to apply my Great Weapons Master penalty, which gives me a -5 to the attack roll, but plus 10 damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack recklessly, which gives me advantage on the attack.
Oh.
Never mind. I don't need to do that. I already have advantage.
Flanking.
Flanking.
Yeah,
Flanking.
Because,
Yeah, buddy.
there's a
Flank,
flank.
flank.
Tactics,
Flank, flank.
man. Tactics.
Roll terrible.
That's 13 plus
Don't put that in my mouth. I got things to
13
look
plus
at.
5 minus 5, so that's actually a straight up 13.
That will miss.
Aw. Darn pickle. Stupid cookies.
13. So the lowest you've hit on is still 17, as far as I've got.
I get on a 14.
You hit on a 14. Oh, okay. Well then, that seems like our target. AC tracker.
Easy checker!
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I don't think I have any other
Okay.
bonus actions or
And
anything.
you already took the temporary
so-
hit points, right?
So, yeah, I haven't.
Yeah, so let's...
Okay,
So-
Alexa.
Alright.
I don't need your temporary hit points. I say as I get the next turn.
Alexa's gonna advance one square closer so that you're now in the sphere. And then, let's see here. And then she's gonna do some spiritual weapon on the one that everybody's attacking anyway. So she's gonna move her weird, crooked scepter, staff-looking spiritual weapon because that seems appropriate for a hag, and she's gonna hit it. Which, spiritual weapons don't get flanking because they're not creatures, right?
Correct.
Right. That's what I thought.
They are not of this world.
Right.
Just a
Right.
fancy spell.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
so it's going to hit for AC 21. Oh, minimum damage again. That D is going to be fired.
Which one are
for,
you hitting?
On C. So 4 force damage.
Okay.
And then she's going to figure out what else
And
she's going to do.
then...
What else is she going to do?
No, and then.
Let's be somewhat resource savvy. So
kinda
then
sucks that this is a
she's
much
going
longer fight.
to point at C again, and the sound of a dolorous bell fills the air around it for a moment. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take, and it's already missing hit points, so it would take 1d12 necrotic damage.
So, what do I need to
So
roll?
you need to
Nothing.
make a wisdom
Oh, sorry,
save.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So C
Wisdom
C
save.
needs to make a wisdom save.
I failed it.
Okay. So D12.
Natural 1.
What roll?
Come on, you roll better now. Woohoo!
Better.
All right, so 12 necrotic damage on Mr. C.
Oh,
Mr. C.
Oh, Mr. Cunningham.
So, is it bloody? Is it bloody? Is it bloody?
Yes.
buddy.
Bloody.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So, we have one bloody
Yeah.
coyote and one that is fine.
Okay.
Barely singed.
Barely.
All right, so that is turn for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pass 10.
Okay. So, Wolf is going to go ahead and bite up on Mr. DJ Jazzy Jeff.
Which one?
Jim.
C or D?
That would be Wolf B.
B. For
Who's it?
That's
biatch.
B wolf. And that's
B.
C wolf. Yeah.
Let's see.
C wolf. C wolf.
I see.
All right. So, AC 12 to hit.
Don't even remember. 12 misses. Nobody
Okay.
remembers that show anymore.
Oh, Airwolf. Yeah.
It was Airwolf, not Seawolf.
Well,
You're
aren't
thinking of a
I
class of
just all
submarine?
embarrassed?
Just so, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you're thinking of.
Maybe.
Yep.
All right. AC 11.
11 also misses.
Okay. That would be.
The drink goes in your mouth,
That
not
would be
on
the
your
wolf's
boobs.
turn.
It's wasted coffee. That's sacrilege.
It's not wasted coffee if we suck it off your boobs.
So,
Oh,
round
Chris
3.
is like, I like this.
wrong kind of role play.
Round 3,
I think
Charlie.
Sarah's still drunk.
RP, not ER. RP.
You want me to
No
hold
E.
it?
RP,
Sure.
no E. RP, no E.
All right. Fireball at C. Nice.
Fiwa.
AC 24
That will hit.
for 7 fire.
Okay.
He's like, I got this.
Okay.
He's
That
starting to
one
learn to hold
disengages
his own
and moves off also.
Is it his turn?
Oh, sorry. Not his turn.
Charlie's
yeah,
done.
I didn't need
Okay.
temporary hits. I already have them.
All the fire done.
Fiora.
It's my turn.
Yes, your turn. It's your turn.
I just saw a fireball go at C. Did I understand that correctly?
Correct. Yep.
C is probably almost dead.
Okay. I've been having some axing fun, so I'm just gonna continue to go with that.
To
At
exit
the
a
moment.
question.
Are you shielding yourself from possible projectiles?
He doesn't projectile spit up yet.
I would
It's just a
think that
dribble.
would be cause for concern. Maybe none of us have of the religious background here, so
Oh man. Really? Well, with your hit modifier, you might still.
No, I don't think so.
it was.
I
Is
thought you
that
said you hit on a 14.
a miss?
Yeah, but that's an 8.
Wait, close.
And my hit modifier is a 5.
Oh, so 13.
So 13 is going to
Miss.
So that's supposed to be AC 13.
Miss.
Crikey.
Yep.
Is that all for Fiora?
Hold, please. Your call is important to us.
Okay. Do-do-do-do.
Yes, that will be it.
Okay.
Thank
I
you.
was just making sure there wasn't any bonus action shenanigans.
Just
Clerics
jam.
paladins don't have a lot on the bonus.
All right.
There's some.
There's some. But yeah, you get 7 temps.
Not at this. Not at this level. But oh damn it! I wanted to actually move out of your twilight just to smite you.
Just to smite.
Just to smite her.
Oh,
Just to smite you.
Uh-oh.
I will smite you all night long.
That is
No PvP in
I'm
this
sorry. I am so sassy today.
Sarah's still drunk.
I'm not still drunk.
Oh, I missed my peeps.
She's thinking of stuff on my wife's boobies.
I just really attracted to my best friends.
nice boobies are very good.
Well,
She has great boobs.
She does.
Blush.
And for those who did not
We have
hear
a
it,
table full of good breasts.
someone said that the table has good boobs on one side of it. Yes, that would be.
We have a table full
I
of good
have
breasts.
great moves. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm not even entertaining that. So,
Still told John we want to put him in a corset someday.
so
John would be fabulous in a corset.
just Jim, what are you doing for your attack?
Most downloaded episode.
Jim is continuing to create axe wounds. So. And he misses
With
on
his
that one.
axe body spray.
Natural one.
Oh, yes, that is.
Ooh, it's a natty one. What does he
Is
do?
GM Greg doing critical failures?
No.
No,
No. Okay.
I don't know anything about that.
You just
was a
make up
table.
something really terrible that happens to him when he misses.
Critical failures are too punishing. But unless
Well,
You can
I'll
just
say
make
this.
it silly, like
His
you go to
axe,
swing
like,
at it and it ends up in the dirt.
inexplicably falls from his hands and it flat side hits his foot,
ow. But it returns to my hand because I threw it.
which makes it even worse because it happens a second time.
Ow!
Comes back and hits him in the back of the head.
Dunk. Ow! Ugh.
So now we go to
And I lean over. What are you doing over there?
it goes to Calixa now.
Oh man, that was quick.
I can really actually mentally picture what the four of us would be like in an adventuring party. You guys would all want to kill me in my sleep.
It's interesting to
Who
see
says
you
we don't?
play a character with like the total stick up her butt for like the first time that I think it's the first time I've ever seen that kind of
Me be a
casting.
snod?
Yes,
Snob?
yes. Normally that's my
That's
character.
usually me, actually.
I was just about to say that's usually the two flanking me right now.
What the
Somebody had to replace Greg.
I'm just the one that just
Right.
knows, like, just looks at things from a different perspective.
All right, well she's
Mostly
gonna
the evil.
she's gonna hit C again with the
Hitsy.
spiritual weapon.
Let's do
I'm gonna roll a
smitsies.
different D8 this time though. Let's try the one that I pulled out of my little goodie bag from Curse Days. All right, swingy,
This
swingy.
one's so cool. I like this
Thank
one.
y'all. All right, AC 24 to hit.
That will
Much
hit.
better damage, so we're going to do 8 force damage. To
And who are you? C?
C. Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, C is hurting really, really badly.
C is a lot.
He's singed.
He's got no fur left.
All right.
Got axe marks all over him.
All right.
He's had some divine smitting.
All
Yes.
right.
He is so smitten.
Using a sword?
So
sir?
then she.
Huh?
Using a sword?
an axe.
Oh,
We both have access.
Oh, you both have
We're axing.
Oh, okay.
I've been using my great axe.
Gotcha.
She's gonna say, "Go home," and then charge. Just cast Toll the Dead again. So,
What does that do?
so wisdom save once again.
Okay. I'm going to use this one.
And this like dark necrotic energy around it.
Told that one. That was
Failed it.
What's that?
Failed it.
Okay, so then
Failed
that's
it.
gonna be another D12. Oh, okay. 3 necrotic.
That one falls over dead.
All right.
Oh, it was just enough.
Oh, damn.
Reduce
Not
the
just dead,
numbers.
shriveled and dead, necrotic
Reduce
and dead.
the numbers. Yeah, she's a little spoopy. So
She's creepy and she's spoopy.
she's yeah. It's like
We
she's
like
casting
spoopy girls.
spells and like her fingers are like a little too long, even for an elf, you know. So yeah, end of turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that one, it was going to try to run away, but it's too dead to run away. So,
That happens.
it's just a pile
I
of
would like to run away now, but I'm dead.
smoking fur. Kind of smelling a little bad because it might have pooped a little bit
Yeah.
as it was dying.
Things do
Ew.
release their excrement when they
Yeah.
die.
And so, meanwhile, Wolf B,
Anyway.
Coyote B, is going to bite up on Just Jim because he's
Bite
just
Jim's
there.
Bring it on.
Bite Jim's butt.
Okay, and that's going to be AC 14.
That's a hit,
And it's going to be for 7.
but really 3.
I kind of love that that's done.
Dorcas was awesome. She was so much fun.
Okay, and this one.
Last surviving member from Tomb of Annihilation.
Last to disintegrate.
Last man down.
Under a barrage.
Woman down.
Under a barrage
Oh.
of
I thought
lasers.
she wouldn't have wanted us to
Oh,
assume
wait.
that, though.
Okay. So
Last
that
down.
wolf kind of
down.
gets up and then runs away.
Other than the poor
Interesting.
puppy.
Bees running away too.
We turn it. We turn around.
He's like,
With
I don't think I can
A
do
gets
this
up
with no-
Yeah, that one runs.
B is
the one we did?
Yeah, that gets up and runs away.
Really?
That one's
Interesting.
dead.
It's
Apparently not. While we turned it, when we looked away from it, it suddenly got up and ran away.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Really?
We thought it was dead. Is now not dead.
Are we still in battle?
Yes.
Yes, we have
Oh,
one
sorry.
left.
I thought you said that.
Okay. Did the one left get up and run away too?
No, the other one's still there.
I didn't think that the dead thing was getting up and running. I thought the one that was alive was
That's
running.
just weird.
It did a thing. It has a thing.
Interesting.
It did a thing. Interesting.
Oh.
And so
It
Charlie
didn't
is
want to
up
go in
round
the
4.
car.
I don't want to go on the
Are
car.
they undead puppies?
They don't.
But it was reduced to 0 hit
I
points, so
believe
0
that
hit points
Charlie's
necessarily dead all the time.
Do we
Charlie's
get
dead.
the sense that
0 hit
this might
points is
be
unconscious.
Shape changers? Right. Is there any? Yeah, that's. I wonder.
But it
I
has a
don't
thing.
believe it is his job to tell us
Yeah.
that if he so chooses to not tell us.
But
Whose
it is
turn?
Charlie's turn.
It is Charlie's
Charlie.
turn.
Charlie's turn. All right.
Charlie bet me.
Charlie's going to shoot a ball of fire, use Flame on the last remaining coyote.
That's a different
Flamey-o,
character.
So I need to roll my which was my 20.
That one's on the Fantastic Four, the one saying flame on.
Yeah.
Flame on!
AC 20
That will hit.
for 8 fire.
Ooh, that's a good hit.
Toasty.
Pass turn.
Okay. And the next one is going to Fiora.
I'm going to move 25 up to here. And I am going to attempt to use Burning Hands.
More fire. Yeah.
Oh,
So I need a dexterity saving throw.
I'm dumb. I missed a thing.
Happens to all of us.
Every DM misses a lot of things.
4.
I know I did.
4.
That's a fail. For 12 fire damage.
Ouch. Okay. Okay. So.
Wait, what did you cast on?
Burning
What?
hands.
Burning hands.
Ooh, fun. She has some unique skill sets for a paladin.
I do have some unique
I
paladin
know.
skill sets.
I was looking forward to seeing that. I want more of your character's story.
So, fueled with the rage of watching this burnt body get up and run away, I run up to the remaining coyote and a ball of fire flies from my hands.
Light it up.
The god of this land needs no more.
So you attack it more?
That was me
her turn.
describing what I just
Oh, okay.
So,
did. I just
We're
realized I
waiting for the
didn't
next
roleplay
person.
that.
So that would be
Oh, Jim is up next, right?
Jim.
Yeah.
Okay, we need answers. So, because my axe is now a light weapon, I can wield it in one hand.
Okay.
Which means I'm now going, instead of attacking it, I'm going to use my other hand to grapple it.
Oh.
Even though it's burning. I hope you don't mind burning fur.
A little bit of it's nothing I can't handle. All right. So that would be a strength athletics check contested against the target's strength, athletics, or dexterity acrobatics.
He likes the shirt.
So my strength
Taste.
is a 12.
This one will best you at 17.
Didn't get
Oof, didn't make the grapple. All right, shook me off.
Okay.
Well, it was a good try. Fast turn.
something to hold on to.
Okay, Calixa.
Your turn, Calixa.
All right,
And
let's see
because
here.
I ended my turn
So,
within 30 feet of you, I'm back to 7 temporary hit points.
spiritual weapon is going to move and bash B.
Oh, by the way, you got 7 temporary hit points because you're within 30 feet of our clerk.
An additional?
Oh, no, it just resets back to 7 if you did.
If you took
I
damage.
haven't taken it.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
I figured he'd like that. It's a good texture. Just be careful he doesn't do anything with the cords that
He's
he's
like, I want to eat that.
He is at the age of eating
I'm just
everything.
going to put it
Sebastian
right,
is not allowed
right
to
in my
eat
Spiritual
mouth.
dice bags.
weapon. All right, AC 15 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay, that is going to be for 7 force damage.
Okay, and he goes down.
He goes down.
Unconscious.
Oh,
Really? I didn't even know he was bloody.
was that badly damaged. I mean, he got hit by some pretty good fire, though.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
While he's down, I grapple him. No, seriously, I grapple him.
Oh,
He
yeah.
doesn't want him to run away.
And because he's unconscious, he can't. He
Got
fails
it.
automatically.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to restrain this. All right, I'm going to turn to.
I mean, we may still be in turn order.
Is Lady Dre.
That's a good
gonna-
point.
Yes,
we may still be
are.
in turn order.
So Calix's turn is on.
Keep going with the piece of music.
Keep my
Sorry.
my field up and are like Lady Dre and any of them like still in sight or earshot, or did they run fully away?
They're maybe about 10 feet away from where you are.
Okay, like back here somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, maybe probably
All right, turn and shout to them. Oh, do you know what these creatures are?
Oh, those are just coyote. They've come around and they terrorize us. And they come from the trees, the forests.
Begging your pardon, these are not regular
Oh,
coyotes.
they're
The one
huge.
just got up
What's-
from
We're sorry, we're still in turn order.
Are we still in turn?
Yes.
Okay.
Your
All right,
turn is still
I'm just
going
gonna say
on.
those are some big coyotes.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
horse size.
Well, that pretty much your limit.
Yeah,
of what you
that's
can say.
all I can say. Yeah,
That
that's
makes
my
it the
turn.
coyote's turn, I believe.
yeah.
Okay.
Which there's a grappled
So
coyote.
then
He's not grappled.
He's not
because-
grappled because
Oh.
he's
I-
only
it
had
wasn't my
one
turn.
order to grapple it.
Oh no!
So it's down, right?
Yeah, so
But it's free.
weird. It's weird because the other one had no hit point, but then it gave it 10 hit points, which was strange. That's why I said that the other one went away, because it popped in there when it was 0.
It sounds like something screwed up in D&D Beyond.
D&D
Okay.
Beyond derped it, or do they have like a shared?
Do they have
total
a shared hit point
shenanigan?
thing?
Yeah.
So that the other one was able to give it hit points?
No,
Do they have regeneration?
not that I could see here.
I mean, maybe that's it. 'Cause
Well-
that would explain the automatic thing.
Yeah, I didn't put anything in there and it automatically came back.
Call up their call up their stat block.
Yeah, like the details. You gotta.
Let's see. So those were dire wolves.
Direwolf stat block, yeah.
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 So maybe because there was pack tactics, which I forgot about that. I should have
That
been doing
gives
that.
them
Yeah.
advantage.
Right.
But they had it on me anyway.
But does it have a regeneration of it?
Not usually.
No. So I don't know why that happened.
That was weird.
Yeah,
So-
there's no
Do you
reason
mind if I
why.
come look at the stat block?
DM to DM.
I don't know. I didn't.
We're all
DMs
I
here.
can't change that total there.
I'm
so-
fast becoming the least experienced of the whole group
So
here.
I don't know what happened. Unless I hit something by mistake.
That's Direwolf A that has 10 hit points.
Yeah.
That's the one that already ran away.
Oh, okay. So there were two down there then. So I misread it because it reordered them.
Weird.
Oh, okay. Right, because that one dropped to 0, which automatically puts it underneath the one that still had hit points.
Okay. I derped it, everyone.
It's all right. A fight's
So
a
it
fight.
didn't technically run away, it's still got a body there.
We still got a body here. Okay.
Yeah.
Two bodies on the
Yeah,
ground.
so Dire will see how it'll always put A, B.
Yeah, I see it now. Like I wasn't
So
paying
this is Dire
attention.
Wolf A that still had the 10 hit points.
And that was the one that ran off.
What I usually do is if I take one out of the battle, I just automatically damage it out so that it
See, I
puts it
didn't know
down to the
that.
bottom and doesn't put it
Okay.
in my turn order anymore.
Ah.
But yeah,
See, I
it's
thought
just that
by putting
Direwolf A moved up.
a 0 initiative that it wouldn't have kept it in the initiative. Is what my
It
thought.
just moves it down to the bottom.
Okay.
Is the unfortunate
So my
thing.
plan was logical, but it didn't work
Yeah.
the way
That's okay.
the way I wanted
That's
it.
all.
We had a
Okay.
fight though.
But that was a good fight.
Yeah,
So the
great
fight is over now.
Fight is over now.
So we now have
Now you can change the music.
2 unconscious wolf bodies. Or coyote bodies.
Yeah.
Dead.
So,
It's worse than I was dead. Jim.
so Lady Dre and the Proclaimer are with another person that you see. He's sitting down, just kind of all scratched up and bruised and a little bit bloody. And he looks like he's upset and kind of a little bit mad, kind of punching his fists up in the air, kind
Imagine
of
why. Got chased down by a
a
bunch
little
of...
bit disgusted. So,
Oh, I was just sending pictures to people. It's 5.
I was just checking with you on your time.
I think I'm still okay for now.
okay.
Right.
So,
Like I said, I just need to leave
Yeah.
Manchester.
Calexa runs over. Are you okay? And asks the farmer.
yes, who are you?
Oh, we're travelers.
Oh, are
passing
you?
through.
What's your name?
Just-
My name is Calexa.
Oh, hi, Calexa. I'm Uncle Palder.
Hello, Uncle Palder.
Nice to meet
I am
you.
Jim. We were just happening to passing through when I saw that you were being chased.
Yes, by those damn coyotes. They're just always all over the place. I don't know why they feel like they need to attack us all the time.
Well, coyotes do tend to be hunt creatures. Maybe they thought you were going to be a meal. Considering their size, that does not surprise me.
Well, luckily you guys showed up when you did. Otherwise, I don't know what would happen.
Well, you'd probably be Coyote Chow right now.
All that's safe to say, for sure.
Turn to Lady Dre and says, "Are these the kind of dangers that you spoke to us about in this area?"
Yes, Calixa, they are. There's many dangers in this area, and they all just seem to come out of nowhere when you least expect them.
Well, wild animals are to be expected.
Well, this area here seems to have a lot of those and more that scavenge the land, so...
Well,
All right. Well,
But this here is Uncle Palder's farm, and he's been here for a while. He's been here for many a season, as the saying goes around here. And
would he know anything about Kiara, who we're looking for, or do we need to continue on towards?
I've heard of Kiara. She's close by, but not real close. She is in a plot, probably about maybe a few miles from here.
And what direction, roughly?
Up.
Was my understanding that this girl is not missing? We are simply going to see her because of her premonition-type drawings. Am I not correct?
Well, I think as far as what Auntie was telling us is that she was supposed to come to the festival and she didn't come to the festival at all. And that's downright strange.
So
said she was going to be there and she just never showed up.
She's
Alright,
okay.
so we don't know that she's actually missing. We're just on our way to
Do a
where we
wellness check.
believe she is.
Yeah, a welfare check. Is it?
Yes, I believe
Okay.
that's what Auntie said.
I'm just
Yes.
clarifying things for my own satisfaction.
Sheesh, you're a tough one over there. I don't know.
Well, seeing as how we don't know how much of a hurry we're in, perhaps we should get on with our wellness check.
Yes, perhaps.
So, in
I wish you
describing...
well, farmer.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for your help. I could tell you exactly where to find Kiara's farm. If you wait a moment, you could take some time to rest here before you go. Maybe get some food just to say thank you for all your help.
Maybe we can
I'm
teach you a
opposed
few
to that.
things about how to keep the coyotes off your property.
Oh, I'd greatly appreciate that.
could
What's your
pause.
name over there, Skull Woman?
Fiora,
Oh, Fiora. Okay, thank you, Fiora.
you're very welcome.
Well, I could use a little breather, I suppose.
I wouldn't
Everyone
mind
follow
a
me.
breather.
Right, so just to describe, Uncle Polder is an old man with a stocky build and an easy smile. He walks at an amble and speaks with a drawl, which I was actually getting at pretty good. But his mind is constantly working, developing solution to any problems he faces. So he probably would actually like some help from you in terms of how to deal with the coyotes because he's trying to think of those things. So that's pretty cool. He has spent many seasons in Rattle and has dedicated to helping others thrive, in part to rid himself of the guilt of leaving a friend behind when he escaped a boulette attack during his first season.
Fun. He's pretty chatty.
Yes, so he begins to tell you about your at the dinner table, having dinner, and he leads you to where his farmhouse is, and he kind of points in the direction of where you were. You see a kind of modest house in the background. It's a little worn down, but it's a typical farmhouse that you would see. Wood frame, single story, with a porch all around the front of it, and there are trees kind of making it look like a nice, serene, picturesque site in front of you. There are other farmhouses that you see that aren't on the same lot as his, but you see them in the distance, kind of lined up, surrounded by other pastures in other areas of green, and basically a communal where all the people live and share and work together is off to the side as well. As far as Uncle Potter's house, his house is the largest of those houses that are spread out amongst each other. So they kind of have like a farming collective, and all of these different members of the community live in these different houses together and support each other in their growing of everything. Okay.
It's about
So,
I could definitely go for a little lunch and a
so
short
what are
rest.
you all doing?
I mean, are we taking a short rest or a long rest? Is it nightfall or is it still?
It's beginning to get dusk.
All right. I would probably defer to Lady Dre and say, is this a good place where we should stay the night? Is it dangerous to be on the road when it's dark?
I would probably suggest having dinner because you ain't had no dinner like y'all had here.
I am quite
I'm
hungry.
always open to new foods.
And you
yes.
smell like some delicious victuals cooking in the kitchen.
I don't smell like delicious. Mary.
Tender victuals?
They just might be.
Right.
So Uncle
You hear Fiora's stomach grumble.
Uncle Polder says to you, I'll be glad to answer any questions that you might have about what this area here while we have some dinner.
Sure. I mean, any other specific dangers that you can warn us about is certainly appreciated.
Sure, I'm more than happy to talk to you, and I do thank you for your help earlier with those damn coyotes. They were just they're always a problem around here, for sure.
Has it always been a problem going back decades, or is this something where there's been more recently?
Well, there's always been trouble in Rattle, but I don't recall any more unusual problems than what we typically have per season. Coyotes always follow like the trail of livestock and all of that, so we have to be in constant battle with them about trying to eat our food, our animals that we have around here.
What's the name of the girl that we're going to say? Kiara. You seem like a pretty tight-knit community here. Have you heard from if Kiara has been particularly sick or anything? Since she didn't make it to the festival, we just want to make sure that she's okay.
Okay, Jim. Thank you. That's Jim, right?
It is Jim, yes.
Just Jim?
Just Jim.
Yeah, I've met Kiana before, and I know which farm she works at.
Yeah.
It's another part, and they have another pack, but it's not far from where we are here. So you haven't heard if she's been just having any trouble or just being sick or anything? No. Not really. We just all tended to stick together here, so we keep to our own, as the saying goes.
I get you.
We don't try to start any trouble when there's no trouble to be started around here.
There was a concern because of an attack in the village where we came from, which was a promise. So we're just trying to make sure she's okay, because some people back at the village were acting abnormal, and apparently some of her artwork was found there.
Oh, I see. Well, as far as the two different farms, we don't often see each other because she has a different pact from the one that we have around here.
Different
so
pact?
We wouldn't always react. Our group of farm area around here is a pact. So we all work together in our farming of this land. And she's in a different kind of pact over where she is. Okay. I do know where she is, but she's not here, and we not close.
Okay.
I understand.
But I do recall that we did help set her up where she is. So, we try to keep an eye out for people and make sure that there's no good going on.
How far away is the farm that she's on from here?
I would probably say that might be, maybe a good...
Pause.
Greg checks.
Greg.
Sebastian's looking at
I would say it's a good probably maybe 3 or 4 miles.
Okay, that's easily doable in like half an hour. Maybe, I don't know, an hour.
So Kiana, she seemed to have a lot of stuff on her mind, but it seemed to be more about other things than farming, really. Like, I was quite kind of concerned about her, really. She had said that someone named Cully was coming to visit her.
Cully?
And I was like, Cully?
You don't know him?
If I remember correctly, he's that kid, that poor kid.
Oh, no.
Another?
The one that drowned?
Yeah, that kid. I was wondering why she would think he would be coming to her farm.
It sounds like she was...
After he drowned?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
It sounds like she was mentally traumatized from that event, so I don't know if just something's going on.
Or it could be a spirit of some kind.
It could be.
Because I always thought that
He might be coming back for
Yeah,
her.
we need to find out.
that when she said that Cully was coming, that was simply just some other farmer that she had met somewhere. But, I was kind of like, after I heard the story, I was like, oh my God,
I do
what?
not believe in reincarnation and spirits.
Oh, that's just mumbo jumbo there, frowny face. I don't know anything about that.
Pursed lips. Disapproval.
Frowny face. I love it, Greg.
Insight check.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
For what?
To see if he's telling me the truth. I got a 19 for insight.
But remember, an insight check is not a lie detector
It's not
test.
a lie detector, but I want to know if he really believes that reincarnation and spirits are mumbo jumbo.
He does not. He sees no proof for it nor against it. He's agnostic.
Okay.
To clarify something, how long ago was the accident with poor Cully? Is Kiana a young adult at this point? Is she still a child?
Sounded like it was recent, but
I didn't even have that paper.
If she's a child, she must have a
She
guardian.
was a younger child when it happened, so she is in her teens now, we'll say. But anyway, y'all have a good night here and just eat and drink and sleep, and we could talk more about it in the morning when you get up in the bright light of day. I do, maybe I can recall some of the conversation I've had with Aunt Deli, and we can kind of talk about that then.
This food is wonderful. Thank you for your hospitality.
Thank you for the food.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thank the nice farmer. Frowny.
I'd like to talk to you later about maybe some defensive mechanisms for your...
Oh, I'd appreciate that. What you say your name was, Fiora? Yes. Yes, I'd appreciate that a lot. Thank you so
And I
much.
appreciate your hospitality.
Why, thank you so much. Have a good night, y'all.
Okay. So we got a long rest.
Yes.
Okay, we got a long rest. Yay. Okay.
Hey, I have no more strain. Yay.
Clutch.
And that seems like a good place to stop for this evening.
Yeah.
Okay. That worked.
Great job, Greg.
Thank you, Greg.
Good job, Greg. Thank you.
She's going to show her appreciation by helping you.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
All right, everyone. Since we have finished our adventure for this evening, why don't we say goodnight to everybody?
Bye-bye.
If you enjoyed this podcast, please leave us a review anywhere this podcast can be found. Our social media links, plus additional content, can be found on our website at knightsofroleplay.com. Please tell your friends about Knights of Roleplay, an adventuring podcast, and spread the word through social media. Your help and support are greatly appreciated.